And if
Josh, we can't hear you if you're mic'd. Or muted.
Yeah. I did find the lesson, it wasn't hard, but there were a couple steps. It was like, wait, which do I have to do first?
Yeah.
Do I have to code it first?
Right.
And then, because some of the things were already coded for you or recoded.
Yeah. And
then others like,
I think I saw something about, I think Sister Withers said that all of the quizzes and exams and stuff, everything will be coded for us for these types of multiple sample. I will check, my thing might be down, so I will restart the machine again. Hang on. Okay. No problem.
okay.
All
right, what am I doing? Where am I?
It took me a minute to, I guess, understand that we're not comparing means as much as we are just proving or disproving whether or not there's a correlation. Or if the means are similar, I guess. Oh, but I do have to say, so we're at I'm at a lactation counselor training course, and I'm here with a friend, and I leaned over in the second half, and I said, they're trying to draw correlation, or they're trying to cause or draw causation where there's only correlation, and I felt like such a smarty pants. Oh, but it was so true. Some of the things that they were, and I'm a huge breastfeeding advocate. I love it. That's why I'm doing the course. But still, some of the stuff they were saying, I was like, just because you ran that test doesn't mean that it has to be like that.
Yeah.
So.
We lost Josh.
I think he said he's gonna have to restart it.
Oh.
In the chat box, it said
it might be down, so I will restart the machine again. So hang on. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I know with my first, this is gonna be with my first I needed a lot of help. Because he was just starving. And
yeah.
So, I mean, it eventually with my second one, it was a lot easier, a whole lot better. But my first, he was a snack napper.
Oh.
So you'd sit there for an hour feeding him, and he'd fall asleep. And you're supposed to feed him every 2 or 3 hours.
Right.
And you're just like, so.
Yeah.
And I think he starved for the first 2 or 3 days.
Oh.
There was nothing.
Yeah.
So bad, and now I'm like, maybe that's why he has neurological issues, because I starved him.
Oh. No.
Yeah, it was. But there was a lady through the hospital. Like at first I thought it was the hospital was doing it, but the hospital just referred me to her. But she ran a group for mothers.
Oh, nice.
And so she had her little shop and everything. The shop didn't last very long because her stuff was pretty overpriced. But she advocated, like she would show us which binkies to use that would help facilitate nursing, as opposed to the flat little nook things. That on your tongue, or the baby's tongue.
Right.
So she showed us which ones were good for that, and she also facilitated like the carrying with the little slings and things. So yeah, she was a lifesaver. Literally, my son probably would have killed him. Well, I may not have let it go that far, but
I'm gonna drop. See if that works.
There, I hear you now.
Okay.
let me pull up the one thing. There was one thing on the study guide. Okay, that's not the right file. 7 week 8. Assignment B, homework, key, preparation. I didn't see the homework. Anova.
There he is.
So did you take the homework quiz yet?
I have not.
Okay. I was going to ask you about a question on there, but maybe I'll ask Sister Withers. There was one on there where it's like, well, it should be this. And so I clicked it, and it said it was wrong. So then on my second chance, I did the other one, and it was still wrong. Which I was like, yeah, no sense.
We can work together on the work together on the homework assignment, but not the homework quiz. Okay. And you're talking about the homework assignment or the homework quiz?
It was the quiz.
Okay.
So if you had already taken it, I'd tell you more, but
right. Right.
Go there.
So Josh, can you hear us? Okay. Yeah. We can't hear you, but you can just type away for us, I guess. That works.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if that one. Oh no. You're kind of slowly. Let me say that technology for the win. Yeah, I think we did. Oh, no. Maybe. Okay, I hear stuff. I hear rustling.
Can you hear me?
I hear you rustling, yeah.
Okay.
I guess you were typing.
Yeah. I'll try bumping this up and see what happens. Okay. I'll do my best to just follow along.
Okay.
And it starts to drop out for me, I'll just use the chat box.
Okay.
Sorry, Sue.
All right, so let's just get this done as fast as we can.
That might be a good idea. So open up the group quiz then?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, soccer shoes.
All right. Soccer shoes and hot dogs.
So the first
Question
one.
3.
Yeah, we can do 3. You don't need to.
In an ANOVA?
So we reject the null hypothesis when there is sufficient evidence to indicate at least one mean is different from the other. So that's true, right?
Yep. What What requirements did we
checked when performing? So all sample means are positive, and the variances are equal, right? Or is it normally distributed?
Josh, number?
Oh, nope, equal. Oh, no. So not all positive, but data in each group are normally distributed.
It is first.
And it should be all positive.
Means are all positive. The data is not. So the first and second one. Okay, so question 5.
Because I have here for the 2 requirements. Hold on, I'm still doing 4.
Okay.
I'm looking at my notes. And it said 2 requirements. The data are normally distributed in each group, and the variances are equal for each group. So the second and the third.
Yeah.
And I thought they all had to be positive as well.
I think something has to be positive. If it's the standard deviation, yeah, it's the test statistic, the F.
Okay.
Score.
So it's just the
F
last
score is always positive.
Okay.
Yeah. So the variances are equal.
And the data.
And the data is
okay.
Distributed.
Just.
Yeah.
Check to check and see if each group is normally distributed. Do the following: construct a Q to Q plot for each group.
Yeah. Okay. And the variance in each group is what happens. The sample variance for each group is smaller than the sample mean, the largest.
The largest variance is less than 4 times the smallest variance.
Or is it this? Is it the sample mean is less than 2? I'm thinking that it is number 2 on that question.
Yeah.
I'm confused because I thought in the video, don't they say something about the sample mean is less than 2 times the smallest? Oh.
Hold on, Josh wrote stuff. Hi, Josh. Has to be positive if I recall. The F score, like Ashley said, is positive. Yes, that is correct. I'm thinking that it is number 2 on that question. Okay. Okay, so number 7. An ANOVA hypothesis test is equivalent to conducting independent 2 sample t-tests between every pair of samples. If there are 3 samples, there are 3 pairs, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and 2 to 3. How many pairs are there when there are 4 samples? 4?
It's how do you I'm
just guessing.
I want to say there's
So it would be
1 to 2, 1 to 3, and 2 to 3.
So, hold on. 1 to 2, 3.
So there would be those 3, and then we would also have 1 to 4.
1 to 4. So then it would be 2 to
2
3,
to 4.
2 to 4, and then 3 to 4. So 1,
to 6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yep, Josh says 6.
Okay.
I got tricked on this one, but it sounds like to me that it says 6. Okay. 6. All right, now.
Opening SPSS.
Okay, why? Hold on. My data didn't show up. Let me re-download that. Go. Come on. Come on. Yes. Okay. There we go. Okay, the data in soccer shoes was collected to help determine how the design of a soccer shoe affects the accuracy of a kick. There are 5 types of shoes, A, B, C, D, E, and also just wearing socks for a total of 6 groups. Each row represents a kick from 10 meters away from the target that was hung 115 centimeters out of care. The column accuracy is the distance from where the ball impacted the target to the other target. So smaller numbers are more accurate. Okay. So first of all, we have to group stuff, right?
It looks like it's already grouped.
Okay. Okay, what is the minimum smallest variance for the 6 groups? I'm in the meeting. What do you need? I just want you to talk to Daddy about it. Is Daddy upstairs? He might be in his office. Okay. The girl hurt herself. She's in a room in the room. All right.
I'm gonna have to pull up the textbook to remember all the steps.
Okay, so hold on. Analyze, compare means, one way ANOVA. Yeah, we do have to. Options, description, mean plot. I think we do need to group them, even though they're already grouped.
In order to run it through ANOVA.
Yeah. What's Josh saying? Yep, 6. Okay. All right. So transform, automatic recode. I think it was footwear. There's kick accurate. There's accuracy. Get out. Stop performing. Are you hungry?
Daddy said that she would get kissed, that he would come down soon.
Okay, so name foot code. Oh. Okay. So then analyze. Compare means. Then you have to do, don't you make it an independent sample t-test to get the groups?
Can I have this, Mama? Go in a few years.
I can't pull up the textbook almost a minute. There it goes.
Okay, here we go.
You only wrote one thing in it.
Just go. You cannot have that. Now, please.
You only wrote one thing in it.
There. That goes there. Options. Okay. Okay. Woohoo! So what you have to do, and it's really weird, but you do the analyze code and then the not the analyze, the transform, the automatic recode, and then you go to analyze and you actually have to do the independent sample t-test that we did last week. That way you can turn your new column into numbers. And you know the groups.
So you do an automatic recode, and then you do an independent T?
Yes. And from there, you do your one-way ANOVA.
But how do you do that when there's 5 groups?
It works itself out.
Oh, so just do 1 and 2?
Yep, and then it autofills the rest.
Okay.
When we were doing the homework, there was a question where it was either the homework or maybe even the prep. I was like, where are they? We're missing something.
Right.
And that's how I figured out how it works. Okay, so let's see. And then when you do your ANOVA, don't forget to go into options and then click the top box, and then I can't remember what the other one is, the descriptives, I think. Josh, you still with us? Group variable. I think so, yes.
All right, I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. Analyze ANOVA, and then you put your,
So dependent list is kicking accuracy, and the factor is your new coded foot code or footwear code. And then don't forget, you do options and you hit descriptive plots.
It should have a ruler next. Shouldn't both of them have rulers next to them?
They probably should, but this one doesn't require it.
Okay.
So just give it a try and see what you get. Under independent samples or ANOVA. Well, at first you have to code it, Josh. To code it, you have to go under independent samples and put in your 1 and 2 under the code. And then from there you go back and you make an ANOVA from that. I'm not sure if I'm even using the right verb tenses, but
okay, so I got that can't be the right. I'm going to share my screen.
Okay, I was just about to share mine to show you.
Yeah, go ahead and share yours too, because we'll be able to see each other's.
Okay, share screen. This one. Share. Okay, let me pull it back up. So that's what I got.
What's your?
So you have your A, B, C, D, E, and your socks and your total.
I did it.
So you do So just starting over, you go to, your automatic recode, and you recode your footwear. I recoded footwear, and then I come over to analyze, descriptive means. I did the independent sample t-test, and I put, in the test variable, I put kicking accuracy, and for the group variable, I put my new foot
your code. You just do it like regular, right? You put in footwear, you added footwear code to the new name. Mm-hmm. You didn't do anything else with that. Okay. Right. Then you did compare means.
Yep, compare means.
Individuals t-test.
Uh-huh. And so that's where I'm at right now on my screen. So I put the kicking accuracy for the test variable and the new code. I misspelled it, but foot code.
Yeah.
In the grouping, and then hit OK. And then from there, you go back to compare means, one-way ANOVA, and then in your dependent list, the kicking accuracy, and the factor is your foot code. And then you click options.
I did it backwards.
Okay.
So your factor is, what did you do for factor again?
Factor is the new code, okay. Foot code. And then dependent list is kicking accuracy. And you have to do the options, otherwise you won't get anything.
Right.
So you click your descriptives.
Okay.
Your mean plots.
So I did it backwards. I put the kicking and the foot codes, I put them in the opposite spots.
Okay. So with that, hopefully I'm doing it right. It looks pretty with whatever I get.
Yeah.
It's giving me stuff.
That's what I got.
Okay, so
the question is, what's the minimum?
Minimum variance, so the smallest. That's number C of 5.216. I'm going to stop sharing so I can see what if Josh is talking. It's under independent. Okay, I'll try that and see what happens. Okay, so for number 8, I got 5.216. So then for number 9, the largest is D at 7.291. Josh, did you follow all that? I went outside today for the first time. That was dumb. I'm like burnt to a crisp.
I thought you looked a little bit pink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So question 10, is that where we're at?
Yeah, I just want to make sure Josh is with us, knows what he's doing.
Right.
I tried to look for the option for independent sample, but couldn't find it anywhere. Is it under the independent sample means? Yes, independent t-test, comparative means, and then independent sample t-tests. Do you want me to share my screen and show you again? Okay, good.
Oh,
okay, let me show you again. Get back here. Hold on. screen share. That on. Wow, that's cool. It's like an infinity.
When it bounces everywhere.
Yeah, I'm amused easily. Okay. Okay, so you start with transform, or your automatic recode, and you recode your footwear code. And then from there, now that you have your new code, you go to comparative means and independent sample t-test. Once you do that, that's when you put in the kick accuracy in your test variable, and your grouping variable is your new code. And then you just, I'll give you a minute. Okay. Just over here.
What am I doing? Oh.
That's you.
I just see myself in your screen, and I'm like, what? Why do I see
myself? I wanted to move it over so I could see him. It cut out. I might have missed a little. Okay, so all I did was show you. I went to transform, and you do the automatic recode. So which you turn the footwear into foot whatever code, your new code, and then from here, I just go to analyze, compare means, independent t samples, and so I have my kicking accuracy for my test variable and my new code in the group variable. And from there, with the group variable, that's where you do the 1 and the 2. You know, group 1 is 1, group 2 is 2. Okay, I will do that. Thanks for sharing. And hold on, we're not done. And then from there, that's when you do your ANOVA, which then you put your kick accuracy is your dependent, and your factor is your new code. And then you have to do options and hit descriptive and plot means. And then you have a pretty little thing like this. And my histograms never look right like theirs. I forget how to make histograms pretty. Oh, I think that's something I forgot to find. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Woof. Okay.
All right. So number 10. The test for equal variance is satisfied for this data. I'm going to say yes because none of them are more than 4 times the shortest or the biggest.
But that's standard deviation. So we have to go find the variance.
I thought the variance was standard deviation.
The variance, the square root of something, something, blah, blah. They're functions of each other. So to find the variance, you just go into descriptive statistics, analyze descriptive statistics, explore.
Oh, that's
and then
right.
You punch in your data to dependent, and then your coding to factor, and then you just hit OK. So we know that. Ooh, I have so many windows open.
Then the things we used for the maximum and minimum for 8 and 9 are wrong.
Oh, standard deviation. All right, so 27, 29, 53, 51.
Where are you getting those?
The variance?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Under descriptives. Okay.
And the descriptives. Yeah. So A's variance is 27.358.
Okay, yeah.
I think the lowest one is 27.208 is C.
Okay.
And then the maximum is 53 something. 53.158.
Yeah.
Josh, is that you following us?
Yeah, he says
Yeah.
158.
Perfect. Okay. Josh may have found all of that way earlier than we did. Sorry.
It's okay. At least we caught it.
Yeah. Okay. The test for equal variances is satisfied for this data. So 4 times, no, I'm going to say no, it's not.
I thought it was supposed to be, if the largest variance is less than or equal to 4 times the smallest, then we conclude they are not equal.
If the largest variance is at the big variance, 53 is not 4 times as big as 27.
Right, so they're equal. Like if it's super big, then they're not equal, but if they're less than 4 times, I thought they were equal.
Oh, yeah. I had it switched in my head.
Approximately normal based on what you see. Okay, Q.
So
Analyze.
I actually did a little bit. Is this question
10.
Question.
We're on question 10 now.
Question.
Let's see.
Yeah, and we said question 10 was true.
Yes.
So question 11 is a QQ plot.
Okay, hold on, maybe I didn't do that right. Try. My Q to Q plots never work out. I can never get the 4 things they want. Do I have to put both of them in there?
I gotta back up and read my text again. Analyze. Dependent factor, click on plots.
So the kicking accuracy is actually pretty normal. If that's just what we're looking at. The answer should be true. The answer is true on 11 as well. Okay, Josh says it's true.
Yeah, they're all. Oh, that's deviation from normal. Oh, those end ones are crazy. Did you guys get a bunch of weird ones at the end? Deviations from normal?
Yeah, we're not supposed to use that one though.
Right,
But yeah.
It was the first time I'd noticed it.
Okay, so look up. Are we supposed to be doing SAW to hot tub? Okay, so perform an ANOVA test in SPS and observe that the p-value is 0.81. Then remove the SOX data and perform the test again. How do you do that?
So I'm just, like I would in Excel, I'm just going down and highlighting and deleting.
Do that? Oh, yeah, you can do that. Maybe? Okay, I can't do that. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do anyway. Oh, there we go. Oh, stop that! Sucks. Does that do anything?
I'm in the wrong screen. Now I'm in the right screen. Okay. 0.081.
That's what they said the p-value is without or with the SOX.
Yes. Did you have A, B, C, D, E? Oh yeah, okay. So if we take SOX out. So our F value is 1.216. So we have to go open our funny little applet.
Okay, I'm totally lost.
Hmm?
Maybe I missed how to take it out. Maybe I did the wrong thing, taking it out.
Oh, so I just did like and I just highlighted like the rows. So on the side, I clicked and drug down the row, and then I just I did right click clear.
Okay, and then redid the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. And then then you go back through and you do the ANOVA, and you get the F. Get the F statistic, and then I'm looking for the link.
Okay. So the F statistic is the 1.216. That's what you said?
Oh, 1.216. Oh, yeah, but we want to find the p-value.
So isn't that just the 0.309? The sig?
I don't think so. I think we have to pop the 1.216 into the applet, don't we? Am I totally off?
Hold on. Let me explore a little. Let me do the explore again. Maybe that will. Between groups.
In order for an F test, it is not the same to have, so that the degrees of freedom, it says mark the test statistic and p-value on a graph, find the p-value. We need to have a link to the p-value.
Yeah, Josh says here, the answer in here is there, and it should be 0.309. Which, yeah, that's what the ANOVA, the SIG, that's your p-value.
Oh. Okay. .0.039, which is the 0.3. Oh my gosh. This
Okay.
okay. The test statistic for an ANOVA hypothesis is an F statistic. If the P is the value, the area. I know this one. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, I gotta think.
It's to the right. Because remember, everything to the right.
What's right skewed? It pulls it to the right. It pulls the mean to the right.
Josh says it's to the right. So remember that little thing where it showed the little bit of red filled in just on the right little tip on the tail?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. That little thing. Hold on, you're breaking up just a little bit.
I am.
Just a little. So hold still and let everything kind of reload, and then you can talk. But in the meantime, download the hot dog thing. Dazzle hot dogs. Dazzle cheese, Dazzle fiber, Dazzle helium for the ball, Dazzle hot dogs. Okay. Researchers at Customer Reports analyze. Okay, so researchers at Customer Reports analyzed 3 types of hot dogs: beef, poultry, and meat medley, up to 15%. Okay. For each of the 54 hot dogs analyzed, they recorded type, the calories, and the sodium level. Their data is available in this. Here's the data. Okay. Let's examine the calories first. Construct a Q-to-Q plot of the calories for each of the 3 types of hot dogs and compare the variances to determine if the assumption to use ANOVA have been met. So, transform. So we recode the type. Okay. Analyze. Paired means. Independent. Code. We're supposed to analyze calories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Group 1, group 2. Continue. Okay. Now do Q plots for the calories. Okay.
All right. QQ pot for meat, poultry. Okay. So what's the question?
So for the calories, is it normal? Okay. They are safe to assume. Do we do the variance in each one? Hold on, I think I forgot to do that. Come on. Nope. Nope.
I think I would say is the first one.
Okay, hold on, I'm putting things. Yes, it is the first one, Josh says. Okay. Otherwise, this whole thing would be useless. Okay, run an ANOVA test to determine if the mean number of calories is the same for all 3 types of hot dogs. You should find that the degrees of freedom are 2 and 51. Okay. ANOVA factor calories options description meat.
Right.
Okay.
Those are all the numbers that I got. So that's good.
Okay. We have sufficient evidence to claim that all hot dog types have the same mean number of calories, or they don't have the same mean number though. This one's off. The poultry. We have sufficient evidence to claim that all hot dogs have different mean numbers of calories. Or the last one. We have sufficient evidence to claim that at least one of the hot dog types has a different mean number of calories than the other type.
Yes.
Yeah, Josh.
The last one. Perfect.
Okay, now let's examine the sodium levels. Construct a Q to Q plot of the sodium level for each 3 types, which I think I did somewhere. Sodium. Here we go. Yeah, that's kind of normal. So it's the first one. Let's say it's the first one. Oh, the third one. Really? It's not safe to assume each group comes from a normal distribution population, but we could assume the variances are equal. Okay, that's weird. Okay.
Because they're S-curved. Is it because the data is S-curved? Yeah, okay. So Susan, do you see that in the QQs? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The thing is, if you look at the calories, that has a weirdness to it too.
Right. QQs are hard. I actually talked to Sister Withers about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember what she said now. It may have just been agreeing that yes, QQs are tricky.
Mean sodium levels are the same for all 3 groups. What is the p-value for the test? No idea, because my ANOVA is somewhere else. Okay, where is it? There it is.
Yes.
So the p-value is 0. It's like 0.0000004. I'm gonna put 0. Does that sound good to you, Josh?
17.
Oh, 17.
Yeah. So when you rerun the
that's
data,
why I didn't rerun the data. That's why.
With sodium.
Yes, that's my problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. What conclusion can you draw about the sodium levels?
I think it's the first one. We have sufficient evidence to claim that all 3 hot dogs same mean sodium levels.
I think it's the because it's larger than the A. So wouldn't we reject that they all have the same? It claims that all 3 hot dogs have different mean sodium levels. Because if you look at the mean sodium levels, it's 400, 418, 458, 59. They're all kind of, I mean, they're close.
Well, it's not the first one.
Maybe the last one? So at least one of them has a different sodium level than other types. Oh.
Sorry, that was me. Well, okay, so if the p-value
is greater than,
we're not rejecting, we fail to reject the null because the p-value is high. So if we fail to reject the null, then we fail to reject that they are the same. Double negative would mean that they are the same.
Okay.
Right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just thinking out loud.
It makes sense, but I always have trouble with these.
So Josh said it's the second one.
Okay, good job.
So since it's 0.05, it should be the second one.
Yeah.
We do not have sufficient evidence to reject the claim that all 3.
All right. Let's see how we do.
Okay.
Yay!
We are awesome.
Woohoo! Save, no. Save, no.
Yes. Thanks for hanging in there, Josh. I'm sorry that you had technical difficulties. No, that's okay. Can't help them all. All right.
All right. Good luck on the exam.
Yep. Well, we're going to meet again to review, right, on Wednesday?
If you want to. Do we have to?
I think so.
I'm okay.
Because
that would be a good idea. I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah. There's still a review assignment, a review. It's not a quiz, so we don't have to post anything, but there is a review. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. There is.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Then I will see you guys Wednesday.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah. Bye.